honestly, this is probably, I say we just have to learn to suffer better.
Okay. Learn to
I
suffer
mean,
better.
I just don't think we know.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't think we know how to
That's
suffer
true.
well as individuals, especially as
Yeah.
Christians too. I just don't think we do. We expect for things. The Bible literally says that there will be suffering, but that's not how we feel like it should be. But as individuals, whether you're regardless of
Mhm.
your belief system, I don't think we suffer well. I don't think we take disappointment or any emotion that is not
Pleasant. Yeah.
happy.
Okay.
I don't think we
Learning to
correct. I
suffer
don't think we
well.
take
So
it well.
disappointment falling under the category of suffering.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
can feel
Well,
like it
that'll preach
sometimes.
because definitely we haven't learned that, right? Just signing up, going through the
Yeah.
process of learning like suffering is a part of life and this is a form of suffering. On the scale of,
Yeah.
high to low,
Correct.
disappointment may be the lower
Correct.
form of suffering. So if you can't get that well, how are you going to experience devastation or despair or grief or
Right.
any of these other like major
Right.
kind of higher level intense emotions that fall under that umbrella of suffering if we can get the basics right? Like
Yeah.
this is the elementary level of
Yeah.
suffering. So yeah, that's a really great point, like learning to suffer well. And one final point I want to make is that you don't want to allow disappointment to linger too long. So, like, not dwelling on it so that it doesn't start to spiral into maybe
Mm-hmm.
depression or like apathy or like just hopelessness because you've experienced this discomfort or this pain, and then you keep thinking about it and you
Yeah.
keep ruminating on it and you keep on bringing it up and telling everybody about it, every day for a week. So like getting better at
Yeah.
disappointment also looks like acknowledging it, being aware of it, accepting it, and then moving on. Like we don't have to,
Yeah.
live in disappointment beyond the day that it happened, or beyond the hour that it
Yeah.
happened for that matter. I think we
Yeah.
make it last longer than it needs to be by dwelling on it, talking more about it,
Yeah.
repeating it, calling somebody up to tell them, well, let me tell you what happened. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
process it, feel it, move on, and then, like, go do something else, do something positive
Yeah.
or look at this is an opportunity that I can learn a lesson. I can reframe it. Maybe this isn't for me. This didn't happen
Yeah.
because it wasn't supposed to happen. This isn't what was meant for me. So
Yeah.
even that positive reframe is a kind of a way to start to come out of it rather than dwelling on it.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good point. For people like me
Mm-hmm.
that ruminate, that's hard. But we need
Yes.
people like you that say, babe, you've been in this
Right,
pit for a
right.
long
How long are we
time.
gonna talk about
Like to
this
help.
now?
So some
We gonna let it go.
how long how
Right.
I mean let's move
Yeah.
forward. So but I like the
Mm-hmm.
positive reframe because it's still your story, but you can take that and you can pivot and you can reframe that story. It doesn't have to ever leave and not be your story, but the
Yeah.
story can
Yeah.
change,
Finding the
right?
silver lining.
You know,
You can
yeah,
acknowledge, yeah, this happened or I was disappointed. However, like add the but on there. But,
yeah,
right? Or however,
yeah,
like don't just leave it at
and
this is
yeah,
my story. This is my sordid
because it's
tale,
not done.
right? of woe. No,
Yeah,
this is what
yeah,
happened. I didn't like it. I was hoping for something else, but dot dot dot. So
yeah,
yeah. So those are kind
yeah,
of I think some good ways to get better at disappointment. We kind of hit on why it's important, what it means, and why we have to learn to suffer well, right? And finding those
yeah,
opportunities to cope so that we can come out of it and allow room for it in your life so that it's not just something to avoid or shy away from or run away from. So yeah, that's I think where we can leave it for today. So we want to make sure that we continue
I love
to
it.
get better. We want to continue to make sure that we stretch ourselves and grow ourselves so that we can improve and mature emotionally, right? So yep.
Yeah. No, I love that. Let's continue to keep getting better so we can do better in order to be better.
Yeah,
Remember that?
that's our catchphrase. See, she
Gotta
got
bring
it
that back
today. We
in.
back on it. All right. Okay, y'all. Until next time, we will see you. Make sure
All
you
right.
like, subscribe, comment, and share, and continue to come back and see us at the I Get Better podcast.